Hi guys, how are you doing? So it's 5 to 6, I'm 5 minutes early, but I just wanted to set everything up. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook today, so please do feel free to put questions on the live feed. Really love hearing from you. And I'll tell you a little bit about today's class in a moment, but just a few things before we start, because I don't want to start until exactly 6 o'clock, just in case people want to come and join us. It's a really good idea to have clean hands for today's class. So anytime you touch your face, it's super important to have clean hands, especially in the times that we're in at the moment. So go and wash your hands if you need to, you've still got time, don't worry at all. Now you can do this ideally with a clean face, and a little bit of plant-based oil or serum is ideal on your skin. But don't worry, even if you've got makeup on, that's absolutely fine. You can still join in with these techniques. We're going to be working the eye area, so it doesn't matter too much if you are wearing makeup today at all, because we are just doing that area around the eyes. However, if you do have questions and you want to put them in the feed for me for later, we can work some other parts of the face. I'm really happy to take some time to answer your questions. So the class we're going to do today is focused on the eyes, and in particular we're going to be looking at how to reduce puffiness in the eyes, how to reduce dark circles. We're going to look at how to open up the eye area. I'm going to show you a few which are very good for helping to lift the eyebrow area, and some that are really good for lines around the eyes. So each time I do an Instagram live now, I'm going to give it a little bit of a theme. Today is the eye area. And then each time you come along, you can just learn about a few key techniques. So let's just get ourselves really comfortable. I'm just sitting on the edge of my bed, so I'm just going to lengthen my spine. I'm going to relax my shoulders. And if you do the same wherever you are, really lengthen the spine, really relax the shoulders as much as you can. And let's start by taking a few deep breaths. So if you want, close your eyes. If you're in a safe, comfortable place, that's lovely to close your eyes. And just start off by focusing on the breath. So inhale, just allow your abdomen to rise, and then exhale, just allow your abdomen to lower. So we're going to inhale, abdomen rises, exhale, abdomen lowers. So try and breathe in for about a count of 4 and breathe out for about a count of 6. So just start to feel everything settling. Just start to feel everything just being a little bit more grounded. And if you do have your eyes closed at the moment, I'd like you to just scan your face using your mind. So I just want you to become aware of your forehead area. How is it feeling in this moment? If there's any tension there, use this opportunity to just allow it to relax completely. Then your eye area, just check in with your eyes. Notice how they're feeling, just simply through that mind muscle connection, that mind skin connection. Really notice if there's any tension you want to release, let go now. And then same with your cheeks. How are your cheeks feeling today? Is there any tightness, any tension? Maybe you can feel a lot there, maybe you can't feel very much, maybe you're just out of touch with what's happening there at the moment. Just try and release any tension if you can. Then your jaw area, how's your jaw area feeling today? It's an area we can hold so much tension in, particularly at the moment when a lot of us are going through stress and anxiety with the fear of the unknown and so many changes going on, and this can really manifest itself in the jaw. So use this opportunity just to relax the jaw, and if you want to really let go completely, you can breathe in through your nose and then let it out through your mouth going and do a few of those. Inhale, exhale, just let go of some of that tension. And then the same with your neck area, just scan your neck in your mind, notice how it's feeling. Let go of any tension there if you need to. And then let's just release our shoulders a little bit before we start with our eye area. It's 6 o'clock now, so I'll get going in a moment with the eye techniques, but let's release the shoulders. Just join in with me if you can there. And the other way, just rolling around gently, releasing a bit of tension. Try to keep going with that breathing if you can. If you just joined us, we started the class with a little bit of breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And I just reminded everybody to have nice clean hands, ideally a clean face, but because we're working the eye area, it doesn't matter really too much if you've got makeup on today. So let's get going with the eye area. So the first technique we're going to do is a lymphatic drainage technique. We're going to use our index fingers and we're going to start off in that little indentation there. You can just feel on the inner edge of the nose, just on the edge of the eyes. And then we're just going to gently come underneath the eyebrows and underneath the eyes. Now the key here is to not drag the skin. So as I'm doing this, I can hardly feel the skin moving at all, and that's what you want. Lymphatic system is our body system of getting rid of the rubbish, the garbage, and it really needs a helping hand, particularly in this area under the eyes. The lymph can really build up and it can show itself as puffiness and as dark circles and as excess fluid under the eyes. But we have to remember that the lymphatic system is just in the middle layer of skin, in the dermis. So it's above where the muscles are and the bones are. So if you're going too deep, you're not actually even doing lymphatic drainage. You're working with muscle, and you don't want to do that with this technique. You want to go gently. So that's reason number one to go gently. Reason number two is because the area around the eyes is so thin. The skin is so much thinner than the skin and many other parts of the face. It's about 10 times thinner than the skin and the rest of the face. So we really don't want to damage it. We want to go super gentle as we do this technique. So just go back to your little drainage point there, which is also a very, very renowned acupressure point. It's a very good one if you are suffering from stress at the moment. Maybe you're suffering from insomnia. Maybe you've got very tired eyes if you're spending more time on a screen or looking at a screen than usual. And then come gently down. So still working with lymphatic drainage, still working with reducing puffiness, dark circles, bags under the eyes. We're going to use our index fingers, same concept of that very gentle touch for same reasons. We're going to come under the eyes without dragging the skin, and you want to go to that little drainage point there and there. So nice and gently, moving across and pressing. So we're coming all the way across and we're pressing, just gently moving across. So anyone that's just joined us, just to say I'm live on Instagram and Facebook at the moment. So if I'm ever sort of flitting my eyes across that way, I'm just checking with you guys on Facebook. And as I'm looking this way, I'm just looking at you guys on Instagram. And don't worry at all if you've missed any of this class. I'm going to leave it on my Instagram stories for anyone that's following on Instagram for the next 24 hours. But for anyone that's on Facebook or anyone that doesn't want to visit my stories in the next 24 hours, this will be put up next week on my YouTube channel. So all my lives now go on my YouTube channel, which is The Face Yoga Expert. So you can just head over there. There's 3 lives at the moment on there, and this one will go up, I think, on Monday. We're going to be putting that one up. Okay, so let's now just use this finger here, so our ring finger, and we're going to tap around the eye area, nice and gently, tapping all the way around. So again, we'll work with lymphatic drainage in the way that I've just explained, but also we're helping to boost the circulation. So we're helping to bring all the fresh blood and nutrients and oxygen up to the skin surface, and we're helping with that toxin removal as well. So just working around, and all of these feel so relaxing. Let me know how you feel as you do these. Whenever I work the eye area, I always feel so relaxed. And this is for a few reasons. We hold so much tension around the eyes that this simple massage just releases the tension. But also we're stimulating so many amazing acupressure points, which are all renowned around this area for helping things like stress, anxiety, and as I said earlier, very good for helping things like insomnia as well. Okay, so there are techniques which are very good for puffiness under the eyes, dark circles. Next, I'm going to show you 2 techniques which are very good for crow's feet lines and lines under the eyes. So we're working a little bit more with the muscles now. So the first technique is always a fun one. It's called Flirty Eyes. So anyone that knows this technique will know what I'm talking about when I say it's going to be a fun one. So what we do with this technique is we work this part underneath the eye. We work across here. So you've got a muscle that runs across here called the corrugator superciliary muscle. So we're working that one. But you'll also work around the mouth area. So you've got an added bonus with this one. So you make an O shape with the mouth, wrap the lips around the teeth, place your 2 index fingers just underneath your eyes, and then you're going to flutter your upper eyelids. So you're going, and don't worry if you laugh whilst you do this one, I know it's a funny one. Now you're just placing the fingers there. It just adds a little bit of resistance and gives you a little bit of control over the technique. The reason we have the mouth in this position, it better allows us to engage this part of the muscle. And as you look up and flutter, you should feel that area that runs just under the eyebrow engaging. So you do that for about 30 seconds. And again, it's so relaxing, but also that one's really energizing. It just helps with the prana or the chi in the face. So if anything feels really blocked at the moment, maybe a little bit tight, that's a great one to do. Second one, for around the eye area, we're going to place the 2 middle fingers just between the eyebrows, index fingers to the outer edge of the eyes, very light touch with the index fingers. This skin is so thin, remember, so we want to be gentle. And then you just want to half close your eyes. So almost pull the lower eyelids upwards a little. I'm going to come a bit closer here to the screen so you can see. And what you want to feel is you're sort of half closing the eyes. There's a little shake or a little pulse on the outer edge of the eyes. You release and you take that again. So you sort of half close the eyes. Everything should look a little bit blurry. You should feel that little shake or little pulse and release, and just keep that going. So we're doing repetitions of that. Half squinting, feel that little shake or pulse and release. Let's do a few more. Now don't worry if you don't feel that little shake or that little pulse straight away. If you're quite new to doing face yoga and your muscles aren't used to be worked, and if you're not used to sort of firing them up, then you may not feel it at first, but persevere, keep going with it. Play around with it a little bit, sort of go a little bit more closing, a little bit less until you feel it. And then close the eyes completely shut now. So we can all do that. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. If you can still feel that little shake or that little pulse. I'm going to come a bit closer again here so you can see. You might be able to see mine. It's always a little bit difficult with this one to see it on camera. And releasing down. So really good, that one, for reducing lines on the outer edge of the eyes and under the eyes. And again, it really helps to wake up the whole eye area. So next technique, we're going to be working this big muscle that runs around the eye area. It's called the orbicularis oculi muscle. And what we want to do is we want to open up that muscle, strengthen that muscle. As we age, we tend to lose muscle tone and we have a decline in the collagen and elastin in our face, the plumping agents. So our face ages a lot around this area, and those repeated expressions as well tend to etch further into the skin. So we really want to strengthen the muscle under the skin, and then the skin attached to the muscle is tightened and tautened. So we want to open up that eye area as much as we can. So let's do some eye movements. These have been used in yoga for thousands of years. Nothing new about these techniques. This one in particular, some of the techniques which I teach you are very much based on new science. They're very much based on research I've done over the last 17 years. But some techniques have been used for thousands of years. You know, they are nothing new. So this is one of them. So we're going to place the hand here. Now you don't have to have the hand there, but if you are prone to moving the eyebrows and creating expression lines in the forehead, do place your hand there. If you're used to eye movements without a hand there, you can go without. And what we're going to do is we're going to look up towards the ceiling, almost as though we're looking at 12 o'clock on a clock. And then we're going to move the eyes across as though we're going to 1, 2, all the way across to 3, 4, 5. Go down as though you're looking at 6 on the clock, 7, 8, move the eyes across as though you're looking to 9, 10, 11, all the way up to 12. We're going to go in the other directions. So we're going to go 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to 12. And then I want you to widen your eyes as much as you possibly can. Now, you may be really used to doing this, or it might be quite new for you, and you may have to use quite a bit of pressure with the hand to keep the forehead still. Now, what we want to do here is we want to get used to using the eye muscles when we're expressing and not using the forehead area. We can train the forehead to stay super still. We don't have to go and get things like Botox to keep it still. We can train it to stay really relaxed, and it can be done. Lots of people say, oh, well, I express so much with this area, and I get it. I used to do that too. But a lot of these face yoga techniques have meant that over time, I'm able to keep this area nice and relaxed and express more with my eyes. And by the way, no, I haven't had Botox or fillers or any work done. People ask me that probably about 10 times a day. I get so many messages asking that, so I always just put that in there. I'm going to take some of your questions now. So we've done some really lovely eye exercises, and we may come back to a few others, but there might be other parts of the face people want to work on. So I'm going to go on Instagram messages first. Oh my goodness, we've got so many. Thank you. Okay, so let me go right back to the beginning here and just have a look. Hi everyone. Oh, there's people from all around the world, which is so nice. How lovely. Let me just get through some of these. How do we get rid of number 11 lines? Okay, let's go for that question first. So number 11 lines, these lines between the eyebrows, they are caused from repetitive expressions. So it's something which we all do, and again, particularly in times of stress or worry. It can happen throughout the day, or it can even happen through the night, so you can find that you wake up with this area. So step one is to start to get into the habit of not making those expressions there. Now, I know this isn't easy, but what I'd recommend you do is just look in the mirror regular times throughout the day and see, are you pulling that area in? Maybe you can have a little mirror by the side of your desk if you're working a lot on a computer, or occasionally when you're using your phone, just flip it to the camera mode, to the selfie mode, and have a look. Are you pulling this area in? And try and consciously relax it. The more you can do that, the more you're going to prevent those number 11 lines. If you've already got them, or if you really want this area to relax, you find it difficult just to relax it just simply by looking in the mirror and telling yourself to relax, you can do some massage. So this is beautiful to do. So make sure you've got nice clean hands whilst you're doing this. This is one of my favourite ones. Again, so relaxing, so you're helping the mind as well. And as I'm sure many of you know, so much of my face yoga is really rooted in well-being and feeling good on the inside, and that is what matters most. There's no point just doing all the exercises for the face and all the massage but not working on the inside. So anything we can do to feel good is amazing. There's another really nice technique. You use 2 fingers here and you just press them down, and then you just very gently press in the skin, almost feel as though you're pulling the skin away from each other a little bit, slightly stretching it. And that is wonderful for helping to relax tension in that area. Okay, so someone asking about double chin. I will talk about that in a moment. So let me see. How many times a day should you do face yoga? Once a day is perfect, and whatever you can manage, but ideally doing it every single day. Some really sweet comments. Thank you, everyone. Hello from Germany. How lovely. Someone says, can you do a quick video on Instagram for daily exercises? There's loads on my Instagram. There's loads on my IGTV, and there is loads on... I post pretty much every day a little sort of quick video that you can do. Bonjour, hello, ciao. Someone said, do your daughters love face yoga too? Well, I mean, I don't do my daughters are 3 and 7, so I don't do a regular face yoga routine or anything with them, but they're part of everything. At the moment, they are obviously not at school, they're at home with us, so they're seeing everything I do all the time. You know, I was filming for YouTube earlier, I was filming some Instagram videos for you guys as well. They're around. They see me when I'm filming my podcast and when I'm recording my podcast. They see everything that I do. Yesterday morning, my littlest, so Lilia, so she'll be 4 in June, she was asking to look at all my little face tools. So she was using my little gua sha on her face. She was using my little jade roller. So we do fun things. We do fun things like the lion. So the lion, if you don't know it, is a... So it's a really fun one, but it's a good one for all of us to do. It releases tension in the face, and it's very good if you've got a sore throat or you feel like a blocked energy in that area. So let me answer the double chin question. Then I'm going to have a look at some Facebook questions as well. So double chin area. Now, I'm asked so much about what to do a double chin. Now, if your double chin is just to do with excess fat around that area, and perhaps you're holding excess fat in other parts of the body, then I'm afraid to say the only way to reduce that area is by healthy eating and exercise and overall weight loss. What we can't do is we can't pick one area of the face, so let's say the chin, and the same with the body. You couldn't pick out one area of the body, say the arm, and just burn fat in that area. It has to be about overall weight loss. What you can do is you can tone a muscle in any part of the face or the body. So even though you can't burn the fat from that area, you can tone the muscle. So if you want to tone muscle around this area, there's loads of techniques you can do. I'll show you one of my favorite ones now. So you tilt your head back, you bring your lips together, you bring your tip of your tongue up and down to roof of the mouth. So you go, going, and you're feeling it here. Helps to really tone that area, which is lovely. Okay, let me see what people are saying on Facebook and answer some of your questions. Someone said, can I have the camera closer to my face? Yes, I will take that feedback on board. Someone says, I really love your fusion oil. I use it mornings with face yoga and evenings. If you don't know my fusion serum, it's this one. It's a beautiful serum that you can use morning and evening in place of your regular moisturizer. You can use it underneath your regular moisturizer, it's up to you. I use it in place of it, and it's the best thing to do with face yoga. It's not too greasy like lots of oils, and it doesn't just sink straight into the skin and dry out, so you can't massage the skin like so many moisturizers. It's all accredited by the Soil Association, which, if you don't know about the Soil Association, it's an amazing accreditation to check that everything is organic. So they go to the source of every ingredient and check it thoroughly. So it's really rare to have that accreditation, but we're really lucky that we have. And it was made for us by an amazing skincare specialist company. And the lady that runs that company knows everything there is to know about natural skincare. So it's beautiful. You can get that at faceyogaexpert.com/shop. Let's have a look. Hello everyone. What's the difference between the mini V and the V? Okay, so I'm going to tell you about those two techniques. So the V is the one that we did earlier, which is here. So 2 fingers between the eyebrows and 2 index fingers here, and you do the half close and release. Now that exercise works a bit more generally around this area. So that's a technique that you'll see if you've got my 10-minute natural facelift DVD, or if you use one of my face yoga apps. So this is on my first face yoga app. You can just search Danielle Collins on your app store if you want to know where to get that. That's called the V. Now the mini V, which is in my new book, Danielle Collins Face Yoga, is where you put the hands there and those fingers there. So rather than here, we're here, and you've got your index fingers just here. And you do the same thing, you half close the eyes and release. Now what this one does is it works a little bit less of the muscle, so it works just this part of the muscle, but it works a bit deeper into the muscle. So this one, you're working more of the muscle, but slightly less deep. This one, you're working less of the muscle, but you're working a little bit deeper. So hopefully that answers the question. Okay. Someone says, how can we reverse face aging? Do face yoga, do face yoga every single day. Make it part of your routine. You really want to keep it up every single day. Let me take some of the questions on Instagram. How to get rid of smile lines. Okay, so smile lines. So this could be lines here or lines here. I think you're talking about lines here. So we also call those nasal labial folds. So let me show you how to do some exercises for that area. One of my favourites, you make an O shape, wrap your lips around your teeth, take your 2 fingers, smooth up. And you go like that. That helps to strengthen the orbicularis oris muscle that runs all around the mouth area. And then you've got the massage as well, which is boosting the circulation. So working with strengthening the muscle under the skin, and then you've got the massage to boost the circulation. So that's a great one for that area. Hello from Czech Republic. Oh, someone's so sweet. You're beautiful inside and out. That's very kind. I have curved lines above my outer eyebrow, so I think you mean this area. So what I would say is that is probably due to repeated expression. So try to get to know your face. Just start understanding a little bit about what expressions cause that. Sometimes it's good to even get into understanding what emotions are linked to it, and when you're feeling that emotion, just try and relax your face. It really is interesting when we start to understand what emotions are related to certain lines in our face. So if you do have lines in this area, like this lady is asking about, then massage is great. So you can use just gentle massage here to try and relax this area if it is caused by tension related expressions. That's lovely to do. You can also do a really nice one where you just smooth across here, you come there, you gently tauten and tighten the skin, and you widen the eyes, so you're strengthening the muscle around here, and it starts to strengthen up through the temples as well. That's a really nice one to do. Skin around lips, lines on upper lip. Okay, okay, so let's do lip area. So there's a couple of really good lip massages in my book, Danielle Collins Face Yoga, and also in my new course, which is not the teacher training course, it's a course for personal use, which is all videos from the book. You get a digital copy of the book. So if you really want to know about mouth lines, there's a few good techniques in there. I'm going to show you one of them now. I love this one. You take your index finger and you just flick along the lip line. And you go across like this. So it really helps to boost the collagen, it helps to release tension. And let me show you another little one that's in the book. So you go across little circles. So I'm doing little circular actions there. I have constant tension in the forehead and frown lines as a consequence. How can I relax the forehead? So I'd say massage. You really need to be focusing on massage for that area. So you can make little hands into little fists here and go across, which is lovely to do. You can take this finger into a hook and do this. So ideally doing these techniques for about 1 minute per day works beautifully. How can you help the muscles on top of the eyebrow? So I'm going to show you a little eyebrow lifting one. Again, this is the one from my book. You lift up very slightly here and then you close the eyes and you aim to feel a little shake as you close the eyes. You hold for 10 seconds, you release, and you take that twice more. You lift and you close and you feel that little shake there. So you can do that 3 times, 3 sets of 10 seconds, and then you can massage across here afterwards. Let's have a little look. Someone says you have very toned arms. Thank you. Must be all the face yoga with the arms. So no, I do yoga every day as well for my body. Hello from Ecuador. Hi. Okay, so someone says they use my book every day. That's lovely. Is there anything that we've got to avoid, like forming other lines? So what I would say is you need to just be using a mirror when you practice. So when you're practicing face yoga, look in the mirror and just check what is happening. So if you see any lines being created during the technique, then there's something you need to adjust. So for example, if you're doing a technique, I don't know, around the eye, like one of the ones I showed you earlier, if you see as you do this, the skin is being dragged or any lines are being formed, then adjust it, go a little bit gentler. Often we need to go a little bit gentler. Often we need to change our finger position slightly. But if you start with a nice relaxed face, look at what your face looks like relaxed. And then as you do the techniques, just make sure you're not seeing lines being created. Be very much guided by what feels good for your face, because even if I was with you in the room whilst you're practicing face yoga, I can never feel what you're feeling. So if it feels comfortable, it feels good, then that's great. And then look at your face, check that no lines are being formed during the techniques. Okay. Someone says, please reply. I'm replying. When do we apply serum or oil, before or after? Okay, so what I recommend ideally is nice clean face, clean hands, and then apply a little bit of your Fusion by Daniel Collins. So if you haven't seen that before, that's our beautiful Soil Association accredited serum. It's just the right consistency for face yoga, not too greasy. It's so perfect for sensitive skin. It's all vegan as well, all organic. Apply a little bit of that before you start your face yoga. Then do all your techniques. So do all of your face exercise techniques in particular, and then if you want to do a little bit more massage at the end, apply a little bit more of it. That's fine to do. You want to find a balance between applying enough so you're getting that glide during the massage, but not too much. So when you're doing your exercises where you need resistance with the hands, then your fingers aren't sliding around too much. Hello. Someone says hello from Colombia and South Africa. Hi. Someone says thank you for sharing your beauty secrets. That's so sweet. Someone says, God bless you and your daughter and husband. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. Someone says, you're positive, inspirational, relaxing. I love the holistic approach and the vibe. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, what exercises do you recommend for acne and oily skin? Some pressure points maybe. Okay, so I completely understand where you're coming from when it comes to acne. I used to, as a teenager, suffer from the worst acne. I mean, really bad. I had my whole back was covered, my whole chest, shoulders, upper arms, and all of my face. And so I had it really, really bad. And I remember trying everything. I had creams prescribed by the doctor, and I used to have blue bedding, and the creams were so strong they used to bleach my blue covers white. So I mean, I used everything. I went on the contraceptive pill in my sort of late teens and early 20s, but came off that because many of you will know that for 18 months when I was 21, I was very, very ill with ME. So I had to sort of detox my whole body, and that's obviously when I got into everything that I do now. So I get where you're coming from when it comes to acne, and I have to be super careful still. I'm not one of these people that just blessed with good skin, no way. If I eat too much dairy, for example, spots will come up. If I use the wrong sort of products, something too harsh, I will get spots. So I completely get where you're coming from when it comes to acne. So yes, I feel you. Now, when it comes to acne and face yoga, there's lots of things which are really good. So lots of lovely acupressure points. So I'm just very quickly showing you these. You'd obviously hold these for a lot longer. All of these acupressure points are beautiful to use. All of the face exercises are great to use or working the muscles under the skin. The only thing I would say to be cautious of if you have acne is some of the massages. For example, if you've got cheeks that have got a lot of acne on, you don't want to be doing sort of too much pinching of the cheek area. It's going to aggravate the acne. So stay on focusing on lovely balancing acupressure points. This one's beautiful. It helps to calm everything down. The more we can reduce our stress when we've got acne is the best thing we can do. So yeah, I'm just going through those really super quickly again, but you can hold those for up to 1 minute. What do you think about jade rollers? Love jade rollers. How long should we practice? What's recommended? One area or the whole face? You need to practice every day. So with face yoga, every single day is absolutely best. It's how you see results. If you can do 1 minute per day, great. If you can do 10 minutes, even better. If you can do 20 minutes, 30 minutes or 40 minutes, even better. I would say 50 minutes, 50, is probably sort of the maximum. So if you've got my book, then you may do every single one of those 50 techniques. You may do all the other lovely well-being and nutrition and body yoga stuff that's in there as well, and that's enough for the day. But that's really for someone that's very dedicated and really happy to dedicate that time every day. For me, I do around 20 to 30 minutes every single day, and that's great for me. But start small. Don't set yourself too much of a big sort of goal at first. I don't want you to say to yourself, you're going to do 30 minutes every day, and after a week it just feels impossible. So even start by picking one technique for one area of the face you want to work on and do it daily. Okay, so let's have a little look. Let me see. Thank you, everyone. There's so many nice questions. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I want to answer them all, really. Okay, someone's asked about necklines. I'm going to show a neckline one next. Someone says it is okay for a 55-year-old man. Of course it is. Anyone can do face yoga. Okay, neck. Okay, so neck area, necklines. The neck area ages really quickly, so we need to be super in touch with our neck, really, and we need to really be doing exercises to strengthen inside those muscles. We need to be doing massage, so beautiful massage for the neck, for lifting is lovely, very gentle lymphatic drainage is lovely, really nice strengthening, so bottom lip coming out. Strengthen this big platysma muscle is lovely. You can do some nice side ones. A really nice one where you put the tongue out, strengthens this area. So lots of lovely neck techniques. So certainly, yes, do neck techniques for sure. Someone says, just have a look here. Do you do the same poses every day or different poses? You can do same ones every day. Repetition is great. So yes, of course you can do that. Will it be saved? Yes. This is going to be saved. If you're on Instagram, it's going to be saved for 24 hours of my stories, and then on Monday we're going to be posting it on my YouTube channel, The Face Yoga Expert, so you can use it there. Okay, I'm going to do one more question before we finish for the day. But I love doing these lives. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do one next week. I'm not sure which area of the face I'm going to focus on next week. This one was focused on eye area, but there'll be another area of the face next week. I will let you know. Let's have a little look. One last one. Loads of people ask about puffy eyes. So we did that at the beginning, but I'm just going to show you my favourite one for puffy eyes, which we can all do just to finish off the class today. And then we'll maybe just do a couple of deep breaths together to finish. And let's do positive affirmation as well. I think that'd be really nice to do. So index fingers, we're coming all the way around, remembering not to drag the skin here. You want to be super gentle as you go round, and you can do that for 1 minute per day. Use a mirror, check you aren't dragging the skin. Remember, the gentler you do it, the better results you're going to get. If you drag the skin, you're just going to be causing more damage, so you want to go nice and gentle. So that's the best one for puffy eyes and dark circles. So let's finish by taking a couple of deep breaths and doing a really nice positive affirmation, because how we feel on the inside is the most important thing for our face. So close your eyes if you can, if it's safe and comfortable to do so. Take a lovely long deep breath in through the nose, and then a lovely long deep breath out through the nose. And again, inhale, feel your abdomen rise, and breathe out. Let the abdomen lower. Now, whilst you're breathing here, I just want you to repeat to yourself in your mind the affirmation 3 times. I am healthy, calm and relaxed. And when you've said that to yourself, gently open up your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Thank you, everyone on Instagram. Thank you Facebook people as well, and I look forward to seeing you again next week for another live. And don't worry if you missed the class. So the class has been 35 minutes. You can watch this on Instagram on my stories later, and it will be on my YouTube channel on Monday. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.